Hello viewers, Anho of Odyssey here, bringing you a video about skill point allocation with weapon mastery, specifically for the damage roll. Now, if like me you have a modest number of skill points available, you may be wondering how best to spend them to get the maximum benefits. I've gone ahead and reset my skill points. The first thing I'll always do is spend one in super movement. I do forget sometimes, so that's always the first thing I do. Now before you even worry about all the innates in the trees, that's the critical damage, critical chance, might, precision, you'll want to experiment with different weapons to find one that suits you most. Me personally, I enjoy the one-handed. It offers a great balance for melee and range. So the first thing I want to do is go into that weapon tree, and you'll see it requires at least 20 points spent in the one-handed tree in order to unlock weapon mastery, and there are also prerequisites. I'll need air launch, spin chop, flip slash and focus blast. So I'm going to go ahead and spend some points in that tree now in order to unlock that. So as you proceed through the tree and spend your points, make sure you're keeping an eye on how many you are actually spending, how many you've got left, how many you've got to play with. So the first thing you do, go straight down the middle of the tree and you'll unlock these extras. Critical attack damage is the priority here, so we'll spend 3 in there. So as you can see, we've spent 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still need to spend more, so where do we spend them? We have a precision innate here, well, let's do that, 6. And then the next thing you'll want is health. There are other options. Critical healing, Maditude, not really going to apply to a damage player. Vitalization, power heal, crit, not really applicable. Dominance, no. Restoration, power perhaps, but it's not such a big deal with weapon mastery. So we'll do the 3 first. And we still need to spend more, so we can put some into power. And you can see the one-handed mastery has unlocked, so we do need to spend a point in that as well. And this has unlocked the lower tier of the tree. Before you spend anything in might and precision, you'll want to unlock your weapon mastery combo. So I'm going to go for the dual flurry mastery and the solar flame mastery. Now, in order to unlock those, I do need to spec into the dual wield tree with dual wield mastery, and for the solar flame mastery I need to go into the hand blasters for that as well. So we'll back out, we'll start with the dual wield. Again, very similar process. You need to spend 20 points to unlock dual wield mastery. There are prerequisites, that's the whirlwind overstrike, stunning swipe and the charged double throw. So I'm going to go ahead and spec those points now. Much like one-handed, we're going to proceed directly down the middle of the tree here in order to unlock this tier. First place we're going to spend the points in is critical attack damage. And then again, like the other tree, we've got a few options. Health is probably the most prevalent here, along with might, so we'll go for might first, followed by the health. And you want to keep an eye on the unlocking, make sure you're not spending too many points. So it's not quite unlocked yet, we need to spend a few more. Let's go for power. There we go, it's unlocked. Put a point into dual wield mastery. Now with the dual wield mastery unlocked, we can back out, go into the one-handed again, and you can see that dual flurry mastery is now available to spec into. Next we need to do it for hand blasters, so I'll back out from the tree again into hand blasters. Once again, 20 points must be spent. Prerequisites are fist slam, launching uppercut, solar flame and meteor blast. So I'm going to go ahead and spend some points there now. Once again, it's important to keep an eye on where you are spending your points to make sure you're unlocking everything that needs to be unlocked in order to achieve weapon mastery. So I've gone down the tree, unlocked the specific abilities. Critical attack chance, important for a damage player. Can do precision. Not quite unlocked it yet, so what else can we spend into? There is health here, and perhaps some power. So that's just unlocked now. We spend a point up the top, back out into one-handed again, and you can now see Solar Flame Mastery is unlocked. So go ahead and put the final point into that. So now that we've unlocked the two abilities we were specifically after, this is what they'll look like in action. That's the dual flurry option for melee, and then there is the range with Hand Blaster Solar Flare. With 79 skill points remaining, I can begin to spend those points in the innates throughout each of the trees. The first ones I'll touch are the weapon mastery that have been unlocked. So I'll go into one-handed and take the plus 25 might, plus 25 precision. Go into the dual wield, do the same. And finally the hand blasters. That leaves us with 70. So I'll proceed through the rest of the trees and simply unlock the critical attack chance and critical attack damage innates first. Having done that, I'm left with 15. So while I'm in the two-handed tree, I will spec into the final tier of weapon mastery to spend 1 point in boost might by 25, boost precision by 25. This is because it's going to net me a larger gain than if I was to spend it individually in one of the other trees for the mights and precision, which only give 3 or 5 points per point. So I'm going to go ahead and spend the points appropriately now. Firstly into the might. Then we've got health, and then power. So we've unlocked two-handed mastery, got 1 point remaining, spend it in the might and precision, and the specking process for weapon mastery is done. So I do hope that's been useful to you in some way. It'd be interesting to read your comments below. What do you spec into first? What's your favourite weapon mastery combos? And as always, feedback is welcome. Thank you for watching.